Appams are a popular breakfast item in Kerala as well as in Tamil Nadu. The origin of appams is exactly not known, while many believe it is by the Syrian Christians. Today, we'll be making Palappams without yeast. You can have a look at the ingredients in the slide above. Take 2 cups of rice of your choice. I have taken idli rice. You could use basmati, sona masuri or kollam variety. Wash and soak the rice for 6 hours. Before grinding, drain the water out of the soaked rice and add the rice to a mixture jar. Maybe you can make them into 2 batches. This will be a little more easier. Sometimes if you add too much of rice, the mixer may not be able to take that heavy load. Add grated coconut cooked rice and required amount of water and grind this into a smooth paste. If need be, divide it into 2 portions and grind it in 2 batches. Some people use coconut water and that makes the taste even more better. I didn't have coconut water, hence I just used plain water. You could use coconut water if you want. Grind it into a smooth paste. Since we will not be adding yeast to our batter, we will be following a process of preparing the kappi chukka, or this process is called as kapi achal in Malayalam. Here a ladle of batter is taken and half a cup of water is poured. The water and the batter are mixed very well by stirring, and this pan is placed on a stove and you start heating the batter, and as the batter starts cooking, keep stirring constantly. Please do not stop, keep stirring constantly, otherwise lumps will form. Take care that no lump is formed and the batter is really smooth and nice and creamy, and you will see the water starts evaporating and it's really creamy and nice. Once the batter is completely cooked, switch off the stove. Your kappi chukka is completely ready now. So cool the kappi chukka, and once it is cool enough, you can add it in the bowl containing the grounded batter and mix it thoroughly. Many people prefer this process instead of adding yeast, as yeast has its typical flavor and taste. Now you can add 1 teaspoon sugar and mix it well and leave the batter for fermenting overnight. Keep it in a warm place. This helps in fermentation process. If we had added yeast, possibly we would have taken 4 hours to 6 hours for fermentation, but since we didn't, it will take us about good 12 hours, and you can see good bubbles in the fermented batter. Now to cook the appams, place a appachatti on the stove and heat it. Pour a ladle full of batter into the appachatti and give the appachatti a small swirl. This makes the appams into a round shape. When the appam starts cooking, holes start forming in the appams as the air from the batter escapes. Close the lid and let the appam cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Check in middle. If the appam hasn't cooked, close the lid again and let it cook for another minute. Once the appam gets cooked, the edges become crisper and start leaving the side. This is the point where you can remove the appam from the pan. Some people prefer the edges of their appams to be brown and crispier. They leave the appams in the pan for a little longer to make the edges brown and crispier, but I like my appams white, milky white. Repeat this process for all the appams. Your appams are ready. You can serve appams hot with vegetable or chicken stew, or just with coconut milk and sugar.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like, subscribe. Eat good, stay healthy.